We're finally back on the road after the COVID shit's over. So fucking happy. I don't know if it's over, but everything's back up and running with a little bit of restrictions as we've seen already. And right now, Steph and I are crossing over into Memphis. So we're making our way down to Florida to ride the Keys. And that's what we're going to do on this episode of The Ornery One. This is going to be pretty exciting for us. We've been to Florida, of course. We rode down to Florida for Daytona Bike Week and goofed around over at St. Augustine, which is our favorite little city in the United States. But we have never made it on down to the Keys, and that's what we're doing on this ride. This is June, so it's before any of the rallies have really been rescheduled. That really doesn't start to next month. July is starting to have some, and then August it really kicks up. If you've ever been into Memphis, it's a tight little squeeze coming out of Arkansas here. You really kind of got to duck in between traffic, and not a whole lot of merging. As you can see, it's just like your exit and you're here with some rough ass fucking roads, no doubt. The Legend shocks are paying off right now at this time. I'm really going to be looking forward to when we get our fronts on from Legends. We haven't got that yet because of everything that we've been on Corona time. All right, boys, we're going to turn it up right here and tuck in and cut loose. Here we go. Well, it's nice. We took out from home. It was 58 degrees. It is now like 81 degrees here. So we've been kind of shedding some clothes, tucking them away, stretching our feet, our knees. Making our way down to the Florida Keys. We are getting close to Tupelo, Mississippi. We just blew through Tupelo, Mississippi, didn't we?
Yeah, I think our next stop will be Birmingham,
Alabama. We made some good time. I don't know. We've probably done close to 300 miles now. Pretty good day. Checking out Steph's new shirt right here. She got this yesterday up there at Denny's. Pretty cool. She's liking it. I may be thinking about doing that. It's really light, airy.
Yeah, it's got some reflective stuff on it, and it's light and airy with a pocket, but it's also fitted here. And then it's got a cut where it's a little bit longer, which is awesome when you're riding, because you know the wind.
Yep. Yeah, so we were just talking about that, and then we were looking around, and at this little gas station that we've stopped here before, there's Pokemon cards absolutely everywhere. So
yeah, they're everywhere.
So I'm gonna go over here and get one, and you get one,
okay.
and see. I see one over here.
Okay,
I see a couple. Here's one, heads face down.
Okay.
Oh, let's get the corner. I'll go with this one.
Okay.
Okay.
I got me a dude.
Okay. Let's see. All right, hold yours up to the camera so everybody can see what you got.
Okay, so up at the top right corner, does it have a horsepower?
Yes, it does. Yeah.
Okay, let's see if yours outbeats mine.
What's your horsepower?
70.
Mine's 80.
Okay, well, my dude, his name is Machop.
My dude's name is Farfetched. That's
Farfetched.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, what is your dude? What's he look like?
He looks like a little dinosaur dude, but he's got some fucking long arms. Underneath his picture, it says number 066, Superpower Pokemon. His height is 2 foot 7 inches.
Oh, wow.
His weight is 43 pounds.
No kidding. Okay, so that's interesting. I guess I'll share mine. Mine's a duck.
Okay.
Number 083, wild duck Pokemon. Height is 2'7". Weight is 33.1 pounds. Man, that's a fat little duck.
So we both of our dudes are 2 foot 7 inches.
Hmm.
Okay. Underneath it, it says has 2 little orange circles,
Yes.
and it says dual chop
Oh.
20 times. So I guess
Okay.
that's the power of his dual chop.
Okay, so mine's Toolbuster, 20 plus.
Okay.
I'm not sure if we're looking at the same thing.
I don't know. It says flip 2 coins. This attack does 20 damage times the
Oh
number
my
of heads.
gosh. Your dude's a lot scarier than mine. Okay.
So you got this.
Yeah.
The star. I don't know what any of this stuff is.
I
So you
don't
got
know.
a collect, you draw 2, and then the
Oh.
Toolbuster. So yours is before doing damage, discard all Pokemon tool cards from your opponent's active Pokemon. If you discarded a Pokemon tool card in this way, this attack does 70 more damage.
Can I see your guy?
Yeah,
Pretty tough. Do you like him?
I do like him.
You gonna keep him?
Yeah.
Oh.
And you were
Okay.
going to keep this, put it in our scrapbook.
I was just fucking fixing to rip it up too and toss it in the air. I didn't. I know I'm becoming more of a gentleman as I get older. But I
Well-
almost grabbed it and ripped it.
Oh, this is so fitting. Okay, my weakness is this little eye times
Yes.
2 resistance.
Okay.
Yours
Yeah.
is a lightning bolt
Oh.
times
yeah.
2.
Times 2. Double the bolt. Double the pleasure.
Yeah, I'm going to keep this little thingy.
All right. Pokemon card draw. Oh.
Okay.
All right. She's gonna put it up in here in this nice rickrack bag. Top deck 2.
Okay.
All right. Off we go, guys. We are heading to. We have no fucking clue tonight. Where we're gonna end up? I guess all the way down to the bottom of the key. So.
Possibly. So our poker run is going to be from Clearwater, Florida, down to like Key Largo kind of area.
Very cool. And then we're thinking about just riding on down West Keys.
They route the route, starve the seed, and they hide that forest, and the trees ought to keep the machines well fed.
We just got the 1,000-mile service done yesterday, so we've been taking it pretty easy. And I said we were taking it pretty easy. Steph and I got to go down the road here, and we like to hear this thing old humming down the road, getting the sound of the old highway underneath our feet. And we got a good little lick down through here. So the break-in period is over. Now let's ride this road glide and fulfill this new M8 between our legs.
Promises and deliver me some truth. Well, I wanna be on the right road soon. Well, I wanna be on the right road soon. Well, I wanna be on the right road soon.
What you doing?
This is kind of odd. I'm using this tripod for the first time.
This comes up. You want it up and down probably, don't you? This.
Probably.
Double teaming it. Yeah, so let's cut the so out. We found this old abandoned church, plus right across the road it looks like I don't know, we're gonna have to look this up. It's just really abandoned, ran down, used to be some kind of compound. Up here they're still mowing, but student drop off pickup this way. Feels like school. That kind of felt like a school to me, but then it kind of felt like a compound, so a prison at first when we rode up. I don't know. This is part of being on the road and not knowing what the hell you're looking at. Steph is getting set up. We're gonna get a shot of this because we find it appealing. I'm telling you, this is what Steph and I live for. Getting out and riding this bike and finding these places along the way that we have no idea what is. A lot of times we don't know until we get to where we're going that evening, and then we look it up. So, absolutely a beautiful day here in Florida. It's about 90 degrees. A little bit of the clouds in the sky. I mean, it's just a perfect day to be out riding. Road Glide's doing really well. We just got done with our 1,000-mile service after our new engine. And I believe the thing is running better with every mile marker. Just eating them up. Doing really well. Enjoying it. No problems at all. I'm ready to go. I'm getting hot.
Well, the bottom's falling out. The country's
It's my girl. Turning on the lights.
Don't care what it takes. I don't care what ties I break. Well, I wanna be on the right road soon. Well, I'm tired of pointing fingers and I'm tired of laying blame. And it's time I let my free voice ring. Well, I'm tired of empty promises and I'm tired of this old game. And I'm tired of hearing them caged birds sing. I just wanna be on the right road soon. Well, I wanna be on the right road soon. Don't cash in no promises, so deliver me some truth. Well, I wanna be on the right road soon. Trade back my education for the arm and legged cause where I was broke down on this road to nowhere. Well, I'd rather keep on moving, even if it gets me lost. Hell, I'll probably learn a little more while I'm there. Said who's gonna right the wrong when they're holding all the guns and they're giving us a knife for an eye? Said who's gonna hear our songs when the words all come out wrong? Well, who's gonna share our bad old pride? Well, I wanna be on the right road soon. Well, I wanna be on the right road soon. Gonna cash in your promises and deliver me a little truth. Well, I wanna be on the right road soon. Hypocrisies, monopolies, and bureaucratic policies, where the spinning smoke and mirrors around my head. They rot the root, starve the seed, and they hide that forest in the trees, or keep the machines well fed. Well, I wanna be on the right road soon. Well, I wanna be on the right road soon.
I don't know what it feels like. It's kind of like weird out here.
I don't know what's going on if your phone's set to avoid highways or
I
not.
don't either. So I need to turn around and go back to the interstate.
Well,
We're gonna make any time. I don't know. I just hit.
if we would have stayed on the interstate, we would have probably made more time, yeah. But we wouldn't have seen that old cool church.
Yeah.
And I think I got some good footage and some pictures. We did good.
And I'm gonna talk about us trying to record 3 times and the phone shut off.
Yeah.
Yours and mine.
Yeah.
Fuck I don't know. It may be taking us to fucking Chicago. All I know. Fucking gravel truck.
I'm tired of pointing fingers and I'm tired of laying blame.
Welcome to Florida, y'all. Rains a minute, stops a minute, rains a minute, stops a minute. Definitely in a little bit of rain. It really feels good though. We've been running about 95-degree weather. Steph and I are both pretty hot. I know it rained a while ago and Steph got excited. She was like, let it rain. So she got a little bit more.
Yeah.
All right, everybody's slowing down right here. Of course, we're getting into heavier rain back there where we were having fun. It was just starting to rain.
Yeah, and I don't really mind riding in the rain, but I am worried about our shit back here.
Yeah.
Because we don't have a rain cover on it. I don't know how big of a rain area this is, but we do have 2 hours left.
Yeah, I guess we could probably stop up here and put the rain fly on.
Yeah, and I'll probably put my long sleeve shirt on.
One thing about it, this shit right here, stopping under an underpass, I see people do it. I guess if you have to, you could. But that's one
It's
thing.
dangerous.
Yeah, Steph and I do not do. We try not to stop on the side of the road. We try to get off to an exit. Now, a while ago, I did, for the first time, we stopped on the side of the road. This right here is dangerous enough. I mean, this is...
Yeah, and it looks like on the map there's some red area up here on the map, so you're not for sure if it's construction or an accident.
Right on.
Knowing the weather and the drivers,
Yeah.
an accident.
Yeah, they, you know, I don't know. It just stretches the road. Like people will say, oh, it's Florida, because we're in Florida, and they don't know how to drive, or Texas, or Arkansas, or Oklahoma, or blah, blah, blah. I don't think it's that. I think it's just a combined of entitled assholes that won't move over because they're going to stay right where they're going to stay. And we've been in many, many, many states. Like, I think we rode 6 states here in the last day, 48 hours, a couple days here. And you'll just go through a stretch where everybody is absolutely formal in driving. And what I mean by formal is they use their signals, they are cautious of each other, and then you'll get to a stretch of road where nobody gives a shit, and they're just going to stay right where they're going to stay. They swerve in and out, and I think that's just kind of what we got into. Also, I've noticed it depends on what time of day it is. If it's time for people to go home, I've noticed everybody's like, fuck you, I'm going home. And, you know, you have a lot of people that know the road, too, and they're going to turn. But left lane, fast lane, you're not going to be turning off. They're just staying there just to... I know. Yes, but I was going to say earlier, I did stop on the side of the road earlier. We were trucking down through there about 85, and I felt something hit me in the forehead. And then it went down the left side of my helmet, and it got, there was lightning. It got stuck behind my ear. Well, I was like, what the hell? Well, then it started moving, and it started burning, and then it started stinging, and I was like, fuck. So we pulled over, got all the way over as I could. I took my helmet off, and Steph flipped off a little, the biggest, I think it was one of those African killer wasp. It was about that big.
A murder hornet.
A murder hornet entered my cranial space in my helmet and set me ablaze.
He almost went through your ear hole and into your cranial.
Yes, it was. It really did. It was either a bee or it was striped tail. We don't know. I pulled my helmet off and Steph flipped it out because, I mean, we stopped that quick. I was holding the throttle, getting in, trying to get it neutral. But so what do you do when something's stinging the shit out of you? Well, you just try to get off the fucking road wherever. We did stop to get something to eat. I did have a little bit of pain. I've got a headache. It's not, I don't know. What happened is I started kind of getting a headache on the side of my head. My ears started getting a weird, like, sound to it, which went away. And then as we were riding, I started getting like that feeling in my left jaw, like when you were eating something sour. So, Another reason we looked to, we didn't have Benadryl. We have a first aid kit, but it does not have Benadryl in it. That's something that's going to change as soon as we get a chance.
Yes.
That's my rant of the day.
Of North Florida woods are the ghostly graves of more than 30 unidentified bodies, some of which are thought to be children who were beaten to death at the old Florida Industrial School for Boys at Mariana. That is crazy. Students call it the White House. In the 1950s and 60s.
Yeah, it says Florida Department of Law Enforcement conducted more than 100 interviews of former students, family members of former students, and former staff members of the school during a 15-month investigation, but no concrete evidence was found linking any of the students' deaths to the action of the school staff, or that there had been attempts by the staff to conceal deaths. None of the graves were opened during the investigation. The investigation determined that 31 graves at the facility has been dug up between 1914 and had been dug between 1914 and 1952.
Okay,
so that was that 31, and then after
they said that there were 55 more. So it opened up in January 1st of 1900, and then it closed June 30th, 2011. The enrollment, they say, was between 100 to 564. The campus size is 159 acres.
If you're wondering what we're talking about, it was an experience that Steph and I had yesterday. So, started out kind of weird anyway. We got up, it was 9 o'clock, trying to make our way around for gas and food, and dude kind of came to us trying to get money, and just started out really weird. And leaving the gas station, I just hit my GPS to go, so we took off. We actually went kind of the wrong way off the highway where we're heading down. Which one was it, Steph? Is it 75 south?
it was before we got on I-10.
Okay. Before we got on I-10, so it really took us into Florida quicker, and it took us west where we went into Mariana, Louisiana.
No,
So
we're not in Louisiana, Florida.
Whoops.
Mariana, Florida.
Mariana, Florida. As we're coming across through there, like I said, we did kind of notice that the GPS was taking us the wrong way, but then we, recalculated so it'd take us back around to the highway there. And we came up on this, I don't know, it looked like a compound, and it looked like a prison, and it had fence around it. And you went under a bridge that had fence over the top of it, and we took a right, and there was the church. So we pulled up to the church. I'm always attracted to churches, and we get pictures and get footage out of the church all the time. In doing this, we'd set up our cameras where when we roll out, we'll have some, some content of us rolling by the camera in front of the church. We went to grab the camera, well, it stopped recording. And I was like, okay. So we set it up again. This happened 4 times, 3 times with mine, and then another time with Steph's camera, because we traded phones. Didn't think nothing of it. And then last night we got here to our buddy's house here outside of Sarasota and got to talking about it. And I said, it's really weird our camera is shutting off, and it happened 4 times. Well, then this morning we were looking at the footage and the pictures that we got while we were there at this chapel, and come to find out it's like one of the most haunted places in Florida. So that's what you're seeing Steph and Kelly, that's what they're doing right now, because they're researching that place, because we've got to looking into it. Another thing that I got to looking at as well is our phones would shut off at 30 seconds. So mine shut off at 30 seconds 3 times. Steph shut off 30 seconds her time. So now we're looking at numbers find out a whole lot about what is known now as the White House Boys. Because in this church there was a lot of what it really was a
Death camp.
it was a kind of a what would you call it, Scott? What was it really?
The detention center, boys detention center, boys school for troubled kids.
So if they did anything petty,
It said
they would
went in
just
damaged and came out destroyed, is what it said in one of the articles.
so they would pick up these kids that would do petty stuff, run away from home, not being in school and stuff like that, and then they would just
They
Put
were
'em
sent
out.
there in detention. It's like, they were,
Like a juvenile detention center.
yeah, juvenile detention center is what it was.
And when was this? It was opened in
1900, and then
January
it was
1st.
January 1st, 1900, and then it was closed June 30th, 2011.
And these boys were sent there for
Petty
petty
crime.
crimes like smoking cigarettes, skipping school, running away from home.
Hey, you want to see something really weird?
I do.
So in 2014 is when they dug up the last 3 bodies. Now they're looking for more. So in 2014, they dug up the grave of George O. Smith, Earl Wilson with no middle initials, and Thomas J. Varnado, TJ.
Oh. And then, so that's what we're doing. We're sitting here linking stuff together because we're with a bunch of weirdos.
We're freaking out.
So, but the thing of it is, the 30-second, the camera shutting off at 30-second, Kelly started going off on numbers. Scott's really a number dude. So then they were trying to tie in the 30-second.
June 30th.
It shut down June 30th. It's coincidence, probably, but still, it's interesting. These are the things that we're running to out on the road, and I think that's what we're all looking for is experiences, and this is definitely one of the experiences we're not going to forget, and we're now just reading into it, just having fun with it. Bless our hearts. With everything going on after COVID, we're all a little stir crazy, and our travels have been a little different, of course, with the COVID. Each state has been different, and I just want to take a quick second to say thanks to Scott and Kelly. They've put us up for a couple nights here with them at their house here. A beautiful gated community, never been into one. This place is amazing. I'm going to get some shots and roll down these streets. Very cool. Anyway, so we're just hanging out, enjoying life, looking shit up. We'll be going live tonight on YouTube. We're going to be talking about this stuff. If you haven't checked out that, we go live every Friday night, somewhere around 7 o'clock, depending on where we are. It'd be Central, Western, it doesn't
Check
matter.
out the Dosier Boys School.
Dosier Boys School is what we're talking
Mariana.
about. In Mariana.
There's a Mariana, Arkansas too, by the way.
Hope it's not so dark. If you like this content, make sure you hit that bell to let you know when we release a new video. Hit the thumbs up and give us a follow on Instagram, Facebook, and we also have thehonoryone.com. Come check us out on all the social media platforms.